We will continue by creating our first OnClick handler, which will help us submit our form. We're going to use the method I showed you in the previous lecture, the get OnClick submit, and we're going to pass it a menu ID of save task. As you already know, this is going to trigger the form submission, but we're not handling it right now, so nothing will really happen. Next up, we need to open our controller, which is in the controllers directory of your action type, and go into the action default. Now there's probably some boilerplate there. I suggest you clean it all up, just have an empty data array and return the data to the view. And here we will initiate a check. If the menu ID is save task, we want to save our task to the database. You will learn more about saving data and working with the database and the models in the next module. So in this module, I will only show you how to work with the OnClicks. And now here we'll tell that the data message, of course this is after a successful save, is equal to get task was saved successfully. Now what we're doing here is we're checking if the menu ID is to save the task. If it is, we will be saving it here, and then we will add a message to the data which we pass to the view, telling the user, giving him feedback that the task was saved successfully. Now when we go to our view, here we can say that message is, we're going to get the message from the data. We're going to get the message field from our data, and we will say that it needs to be a string. You always need to provide the type of the property that you're trying to fetch, otherwise you're going to get an error. Now we will check if this message is not empty. We will add this message to the scroll, or maybe it will be better if we add it to the header, so it's going to be visible at all time. This get component text, we're going to pass the message in the component. So what will happen here after I save the view, when we refresh, we're going to get this error here. Ignore it for now, we're going to go into this later. It's pretty much harmless, so ignore it. And when we click on submit, here we get the task was saved successfully. This means that our request has successfully passed through our controller. The message property on the data was filled in with this string right here, and it was passed back to the view.